Never, ever correct your partner outside. Never yell at your partner outside. When I mean outside, I don't mean outside the house alone. I mean in the presence of a crowd, in presence of people, in presence of your children. I know sometimes that because we are humans, we can never be correct always. But you see, there is always a corrector. There's always pointing fingers. Do you know that when you point one finger to someone, the other four is going back to you? I'm not saying you should not correct your partners, but I'm saying don't do it in front of anybody, especially your friends and the family you came from. It doesn't make you a man. It doesn't make you a woman. It doesn't make you in charge. It makes you foolish. Because the truth is, by the time your partner errs or does something that you don't like or he or she is not supposed to do outside, and you yell, "You're not supposed to do this like this," you think they'll clap for you? If you have friends who are not sincere, they'll clap for you. But behind you, they'll say, "What kind of a foolish person is this?" I've told you, don't always put, like, let's cite an instance. My husband told me a story that I think his grandma told him how I think a Nigerian couple went abroad or had visitors from other countries, and it was breakfast time. I think the wife, no, it was breakfast time, yes. And the wife, he knew that each time the wife wants to take tea, she dips her bread inside her tea cup. She doesn't like to sip it tea and take a bite. No. The man started praying and prayed in our local dialect and told her why he was supposed to be praying, and called the wife and said, at least my wife, when you want to drink tea here today, please take a sip from your tea cup and take a bite from your bread or your biscuit. Please, I beg you, do not put your bread deep inside your tea like you do at home. In Jesus' name. And everybody said, amen. Only the wife knew what he was saying. But some of you will just say, after prayers, and say, "Madam, I'm sure you know you're not at home. You're not supposed to do this. Eat your bread like this." I have been in a gathering, a dinner with a couple, and the next thing the husband said to her, "I don't like the way you chew your mouth outside. I've been correcting you. And you know me, I cannot sit down and watch it." And I told him, "Sir, this doesn't make you a man, with all due respect. Better still, you could send a text. You could say, 'Oh, babe, please check your phone. Babe, please check your phone.' And immediately, he or she would do an adjustment. Nobody knows what's happening. When you say, 'Babe, please check your phone,' they know you've sent a message to your partner. Some of them will be like, 'What are they saying?' Some will be like, 'What kind of sweet things are they doing?' Immediately, your partner will change. It makes you a better friend. It makes your partner's confidence in you stronger. It makes your partner trust you more. It makes you not to be judgmental. Yes. And it makes it, if your partner has 20% respect or regards for you before, it will double. Wow. It makes you not being the father or the mother of your partner. It makes you a friend. It makes you a real spouse. It doesn't make you a landlord. Like some of you, especially in the presence of your siblings, you and your parents, you want to correct your partner. I have also seen a scenario where a parent complained about a wife to a husband and said, "We want to see your wife. We want to talk to your wife." No, he said, "Please, why not talk to her directly?" And they called the meeting and she was there. And the parents started lashing her, talking to her, saying things that everybody had everything to say. His siblings came up and they talked. One would expect that he was going to react, right? Or maybe he was going to say, "Oh, is this it? Okay, I'm going to talk to my wife." Or "No, please." You know what he did instead? He just carried his phone and he was just playing on his phone and allowed everybody to talk to her. And she apologized because she looked at him. She said, "I looked at him and he wasn't responding. He didn't say a word. He didn't defend me. I knew I was alone in this game." And instead, she apologized. She said, "I don't know if I did them or not, but in my mind, what was in my mind was he has sold me out to them already. That's why he's not responding to any of these allegations." Now, and I asked, "Did you do all the things they were saying?" She said, "I can't even remember if I did everything. But I was amazed that everybody had everything negative to say about me. And my husband didn't say anything. So I knew I was alone, so I had to just apologize." And she said, "I will never forgive him." And I asked, "Did you talk to him about it?" She said, "I don't want to. That's why I'm talking to you." and I feel that I should bring it up here. Please, stand by your partners. Never allow your friends talk down on your partner. I'll cite another instance that happened a few days ago. I was somewhere and a husband approached me and told me what the wife did, and his friend was laughing. You are telling her the fuck up, Abby. You are telling her. Maybe he was thinking I was going to say, oh, well done for telling me. And I told him, if you say you didn't tell anybody and you're telling me, this doesn't make you a man. You should be able to protect your wife. Now for the wives, I've also been in a place where husband and wife had arguments. In their home, I was there, and the next thing she said was, I taught you how to brush. I'm from a good home. I taught you how to brush. I taught you how to take your bath to sponge. You grew up like this. You grew up like that. And I'm like, teacher. He didn't teach you anything at all, auntie. Please. Even in the presence of your children, it will kill not just their regards for you as the person that is the corrector. It will also kill their regards for that's your partner. You're always correcting. Does that make you 100% perfect or better? It doesn't. Can we stop being judgmental? Can we correct with love? Please, you have a bedroom. Please, you have phones. Your partner is laughing in a sarcastic manner. I mean, sometimes some things will just happen and you just lose guard. You just forget that you're outside. Please, can you just do it? Babe, please, can you check it? Please, can you check your phone? I sent you something. Check it to make you laugh. And I pick up my phone. And you'll be like, oh, babe, the way you're sitting down, please, can you sit where? No matter how aggressive the tone of the message is, I'm going to smile because people are there. Oh, thank you very much. And I'll just adjust. But please, when you're sending the message, don't be sarcastic, don't be rude. Say it in empathy, baby, please. I don't want you sharing. I don't want other people seeing my love. Can you sit where? I'm just using this to cite an instance. It makes you more protective. It makes you a guardian angel. That's the word. It makes you a guardian angel. It makes you. It gives an assurance that, hey, this got my back. Don't come and act all holy. Don't come and act all perfect. Never correct your partner outside. This one is a warning, both men and women. We are all guilty. Don't take it home. Not take it to the car where the children are. No, take it home. Take it to the bedroom. Look for the perfect time to talk about it. I have seen where a husband told the wife, and she said, I did something wrong. She said, with my husband, we're together. She said, I want to gift my husband something. I said, what happened? She said, when a family gathering and I did something. And amazingly, she expected the husband to react because she said it was not intentional. She was talking to her sister-in-law about what the brother did. And the brother was there, and the guy didn't know it was an offense. She was trying to tell the sister-in-law that your brother did the same thing. This was this was what we did. And the husband didn't want the family to know. And when they go home, the normal, sometimes most African will be like, shut up. And did they ask you? You talk too much, Seth. This is my wife, you do oversabi too much. Some African men would do that. But you say the very protective African man, you know what the man did? He kept mute. He didn't even act like something happened. Later that evening, they were in the family house and said, babe, you didn't have to tell them. It's not everything that happens in the house I want them to know. This is the reason. She said, oh, I'm sorry. She said, because if it were to be her father will show you there and there, mother, keep quiet. Do you understand? She said, this alone grew my love more for my husband, that this man, it was the younger sister. Say that one is family. Just like, madam, keep quiet. But he protected me and protected himself. That alone made the younger sister to know that. She said she went back to the sister-in-law and said, please, this thing, don't say it out to anybody. Your brother doesn't want anybody. She's not okay, no problem. Thank you so much. At least you're helping me with this. Are you serious? She just she's going to use this to tell her husband that when she gets back to Lagos, that her husband, this was what my brother did. Please be practicing it. When I saw her getting the gift, I was amazed. That amazed me. Please, if you're in this category, we, your partners, we don't like it. We, your husbands, we don't like it. We, your wives, we don't like it. Please change. This alone, this can help keep the spark in your marriage. The bone of contention is never correct your partner outside. You should never yell at your partner. Never act holier than thou. I have also seen where a family, couples plan to go out, and the man came without the wife, and he was asked, what's your wife? I don't know. I just told her, let's go. She said she's no longer going. And somebody asked her, what happened? Why did she's no longer going? Me, I did not ask her. Oh. We planned something. Even this afternoon, we planned it. She was okay. And when I see this thing, sometimes I used to be like, are you a human being at all? Some of these people, sometimes I just like, did this person go to school? I just came to realize that it's just that when you are not intentional, you don't know what hurts. I will always tell you here and how I live my life. Before I would do something to my partner, I try to think, how will I feel if the reverse is the case? I try to think about it. I think if we all start thinking and treating our partner like we treat ourselves, it will help us to keep the spark in our homes and in our lives, and we'll build a better family, better society. Even Christ did it. He ate with the disciples, he cherished them, even when he wants to cast out demons and devils and heal the sick. Look at the woman with the issue of blood. She pushed until she touched him. No, but even if Christ can come, he called his disciples. He never called them servants. He didn't call them slaves. He ate with them, he dined with them. They were always together. He called them friends. Come on now. If you're in a gathering, your party fuck up, you just try and like, guy, no, this is not like this. How can I talk to you outside? Because you don't want for your party hand. But if you're your partner, you go to fall in hand. Please, this alone will go a long way to heal. And if you're already doing that, please change. If you've not done it, please don't do it. And if you already fall short of this, please go and apologize to your partner and make amends. Let mutual respect be the order of the day. It strengthens love. It keeps the spark. It increases trust, and above all, it makes us love you more. Follow, like, share for more. It is keeping the spark, which you did, Kingsley. I love you and God bless you. Have a lovely December. Mwah.